morning, everyone. Hope everyone had themselves a good night's sleep, particularly those if your NFL team won yesterday. And if your team didn't win, well, I hope you're able to sleep a little bit. So let's get to my low, my high, my act of kindness. Well, they're all pretty much intertwined. Basically, my mom is starting to feel a little pain in her wrist because she just had surgery. And, she's feeling kind of, depressed. And you do that sometimes after surgery. Because, you feel like you can't do anything and you feel worthless. Which, obviously, my mom is not. But she feels that way. And it really does break my heart she feels that way. And also, I forgot. Yesterday was 3 years to the day that my grandfather passed away. I posted something on my Facebook yesterday, but the long and short of it was, when you have, interviews with famous people and they ask pretty deep questions, a question I often hear is, if you could spend the day with anyone dead or alive, who would it be? And my answer is always going to be the same. It'd be my grandfather. We called him Bobo. 3 years. That's how long it's been since he passed. Before the world got a little bit dimmer. Keep in mind, this was a month before the pandemic started. Life may still go on, but I swear something is still missing with him not here. I mean, say, for example, I go and get married someday. He's not going to be there. It's hard sometimes. I think about him all the time, actually, whether I realize it or not. So if I could spend the day with him, and if I could see him right now, I would tell him that life's been hard, but I'm doing okay. Thought I'd get that out of the way. Honestly, it's a good thing I really did spend a lot of the day with my folks yesterday because I really needed that. I needed to be with my mom, make sure she was doing okay. Being with my dad obviously is great. And my act of kindness was helping my mom help take care of my mom. Because, again, she's in recovery and there's a lot of, there's a lot of stuff she has to go through still. And she's going to be in pain for a few weeks. She's going to be out of work for at least a month. So, that should give you an example of what we're dealing with here. So, with all that out of the way, good morning. Happy Sunday, everyone. And I think I need to address the elephant in the room. Ladies and gentlemen, what we saw yesterday was nothing short of the two number one seeds proving why they deserve to be the number one seeds. I mean, at least Jacksonville tried to make it interesting. And it was interesting for a while. And then, man, you cannot have those two turnovers. You fumble right by the goal line and you have an interception, you're going to lose. It literally does take one mistake to turn the tide of the game, and that's exactly what happened. But man, the Eagles. Look, I knew that the Giants weren't going to have an easy time at all, but 38-7, how? I mean, it's very clear that neither Daniel Jones nor Saquon Barkley couldn't do anything. And it's also very clear. There was one play I remember seeing where, Jalen Hurts is, wide open to run. And guess what? He runs. Yeah, there's a reason why Jalen Hurts was in talks winning the MVP. And, plays like that are why. I mean, I said this in my live stream last night on Facebook that I have a feeling it's going to be Kansas City and Philadelphia in the Super Bowl now. And if that happens, because Patrick Mahomes won the MVP, it just gave Philadelphia the Super Bowl win. But regardless of what happens, I still have NFL picks to make today. The problem is, I'm starting to rethink a lot of things. Like a lot of things. Specifically, because I've been hearing all week that Cincinnati is going to beat Buffalo. And man, I'm really tired of hearing that. But honestly, right now it's to the point where I'm starting to believe it too. But if there's one thing Buffalo has on their side that Cincinnati doesn't, it's the Bills Mafia. So, if anyone in the Bills Mafia is watching, and if you happen to be going to the game today, or actually, try and share the video. Share this to anyone who's in the Bills Mafia, please. Like, if you're going to the game today, you gotta make it loud. Like, the Jacksonville Jaguars clearly proved that you can shut up Kansas City for a little bit. You guys cannot be deterred. From the instant kickoff starts, the Bills Mafia's got to go crazy. And do not stop. Like, believe me, the Bills Mafia knows how to be loud. I know you guys. You know how to do it. You gotta do it. Please. You gotta make it loud. Like, again, I should be able to hear you from here. Okay? And Buffalo is like 3.5 hours from here. So that should tell you right away how loud you gotta be. Like, you almost gotta recreate Beastquake. That's what you gotta do. And I know you guys can do it. You have the power. Have the power. You can do it. Please. Like, don't stop now. I mean, the city of Buffalo has been through so much. Mass shootings. Kim Pagula, who is the face of the entire city of Buffalo, you know, is undergoing some medical problems that are still ongoing. So, Miss Pagula, if you're watching this, and you be in good health, please. You know, you legit turned, I mean, yeah, I know your family turned Buffalo around, but you are the face of why that was. She is. Seriously, like, look her up in interviews. She's really cool. Anyway, the thing with DeMar Hamlin, obviously, Von Miller being out. Seriously, if anyone has been through more this year than any other team, it's Buffalo. And I want with all my heart to see them win today. But it's just looking more and more hard to see if they can win against Cincinnati. I mean, another thing that the Bills have going for them is they clearly saw the game between the Ravens and the Bengals. And the reason why the Bengals won that game was, again, turnovers. Seriously, if Buffalo watches that game, they can beat the Bengals. And will they watch the game and clearly take notes as to what happened? Because Buffalo can win this game. There's no doubt about it. But this is like one of the most evenly matched games I think I've seen in quite a while. Honestly, remember when I said yesterday's games are hard to pick? Today's games are even harder for me. I'm not going to lie. So, for the sake of wanting to be proven wrong, I'm actually going to pick Cincinnati. Come on, Buffalo and the Bills Mafia. Please prove me wrong. I want you to prove me wrong so bad. Prove me wrong so you can go against Kansas City at a to be determined neutral location. Please. You got to do it. Like, Bills Mafia, they got to be loud. Like, there better be at least 1,000 tables broken today. That's how crazy you got to be. Okay? Make me that promise. Okay? Good. Now we have tonight's game against the Cowboys and the 49ers. Look, it's no secret that I've been a Cowboys fan for many years. It's also no secret that, being a Cowboys fan really is a lot more excruciating than we let on. I mean, since we won that Super Bowl, we haven't even sniffed an NFC championship. And having quarterbacks like Tony Romo is clear to see why. That's why, in spite of all the problems that Dak has been having this season, I'm still going to root for him. Dak Prescott is my quarterback. He is. So, honestly, it'd be a no-brainer for me to pick my Cowboys. Especially when they have a better record than the 49ers. Here's the thing, though. The 49ers really are one of the most well-balanced teams ever. In fact, I actually trust them to do better against Philadelphia than my Cowboys. I really do. And today's game is obviously going to be a test to prove that. I mean, you got impact players like Trent Williams, Fred Warner, Nick Bosa, George Kittle, Run CMC himself, Christian McCaffrey, Deebo Samuel. The list goes on and on. But the one chink in that impenetrable armor, seemingly impenetrable armor, that the 49ers have is their quarterback. Now, I will admit, Brock Purdy has been, Brock Purdy was drafted as Mr. Relevant. He has been anything but. He has. He's proven that he deserves to be a quarterback in the NFL just as much as anyone who's there. And when it really did seem like all was lost for the 49ers, he brought him back to being the number 2 seed. Not to mention, there was just a thorough shellacking of the Seahawks. But that didn't happen until the second half. Dallas really does have all the pieces to take on San Francisco head on. I really do feel like they do. Basically, it's going to come down to, can Micah Parsons eat, please? Micah Parsons has got to be sacking Brock Purdy. 2 really heavy sacks on Brock Purdy should at least shake him up a little bit. Any more, and you're slowly going to wear him down. But it's got to happen fast. Like from the first play that Brock Purdy's on the field, someone's got to go get him. Be D-Law, or Odigizua, or Micah Parsons, or Vander Esch. Somebody's got to go get him. And, Trayvon Diggs, I have no doubt he's one of the best corners in the game. He can handle that. He can handle whatever Brock Purdy throws, quite literally. So, this is tough. I literally just said that on paper, it looks like the Cowboys can take the 49ers head on, but they're the Dallas Cowboys. The reason why I mentioned that it's so excruciating being a Cowboys fan is because more often than not, we really do mess up a good thing. We do. Since I really hadn't been paying attention to football, and I really started paying attention to football after I graduated from college, so 2013. So since 2013, there's only been 2 instances where when Dallas lost, I can't solely blame it on my Cowboys doing Cowboy things. The first was the Dennis Conner game. That was Mike McCarthy's fault. And Mike McCarthy is our head coach. Yeah, I never liked Mike McCarthy. Honestly, a part of me does hope the Cowboys lose just so we can finally get rid of him. Again, Mike McCarthy doesn't throw that challenge flag, we beat Green Bay, we beat Seattle, and we go to the Super Bowl against the Patriots. And I think we would have won that Super Bowl too. I mean, some people would say otherwise, but come on. Everyone wanted it. Listen, for all the flack that people gave Tony Romo, we still wanted him to go against Tom Brady in the Super Bowl. But that never happened. Because of Mike McCarthy. And I get the feeling if we lose today, it's going to be because of Mike McCarthy again. So, what do I trust more? My team's ability to overcome its head coach? Or Brock Purdy proving to be the rookie that he technically is? I mean, here's the thing. Let's say that the 49ers lose. Brock Purdy's Brock Purdy pretty much rewrote his own narrative. He's no longer going to be considered he'll be considered Mr. Relevant in the beginning. But he's going to go on to do great things. He is. I have no doubt in my mind. But also, it boils down to, who do I trust more? Because remember, whoever wins, they got to go to Philadelphia. And everybody saw what Philadelphia did against the Giants. For the Cowboys to win everything, they're going to need to overcome Mike McCarthy. The problem is we've never been consistent on doing that. And that's why I'm picking the 49ers. Yep, I am. This was hard. This was harder to do. I mean, again, Buffalo, Bills Mafia, please prove me wrong. I really want to be proven wrong. Like, I legit want to be made fun of tomorrow if I am wrong, okay? That's how much I want you to prove me wrong. Seriously, do that. Prove me wrong. And as for my Cowboys, look, Mike McCarthy's your head coach. That's a giant clump of dead weight you gotta get rid of eventually. I mean, again, I really think it's going to be... Listen, I think both games are going to be good. But in the end, the teams that I would normally pick probably aren't going to win today. I've never been wanting to be more wrong in my entire life. Here's to hoping so. I hope you all liked this video, and if you did, like and subscribe to the YouTube channel, follow me on social media. As always, I'm very humble to be in this video. For all of you guys watching, enjoy for today. Hopefully you have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Sunday. And remember, if you guys want to talk or chat, I'm always going to be here to lend and I'll always have your back. Take care and make good choices. 607 all day, baby.